Have you ever stepped out of the shower feeling fresh and clean, only to notice a little itch, irritation, or discomfort in a spot you barely thought about? It can be surprising, even discouraging, when something so small gets in the way of feeling good. That's the reality of getting older. After 70, our bodies don't always behave the way we expect. The routines we've relied on for decades, a quick wash, a bit of soap here and there, may no longer be enough. Skin becomes thinner, circulation slows, healing takes longer, and sometimes neglecting the smallest places can quietly affect our health, our confidence, and even our independence. So today, let's slow down and talk about 3 overlooked body parts that demand special care as we age: the feet, the groin, and the belly button. Each one plays a bigger role in our well-being than we often realize. Neglect them, and the result can be discomfort, rashes, or infections. Care for them, and you give yourself comfort, confidence, and strength to keep moving through life with dignity. Stay with me until the end, because these aren't just hygiene tips. They're reminders that the way we care for ourselves reflects the respect we have for our own bodies. Bodies that have carried us through decades of living, working, and loving. The feet, our foundation for life. Let's begin where it all starts, with our feet. Think for a moment about what they've done for you. They carried you through your first wobbly steps, ran you across playgrounds, worked long shifts, and kept you steady on uneven ground. They've borne the full weight of your life, literally. And yet, as the years pass, the feet often become an afterthought. As circulation slows with age and skin loses elasticity, the feet are left more vulnerable. A blister, a crack in the heel, or a nail infection, things we used to shrug off, now heal slowly and can escalate. For folks with diabetes or vascular conditions, the risks rise dramatically. Neuropathy means you may not even feel a wound until it's already serious. I remember a man named George, a retired shop teacher who loved woodworking. After decades of standing in his shop, his heels grew dry and cracked. He noticed an itch between his toes but ignored it. Within weeks, that minor irritation had turned into an ulcer requiring antibiotics and special shoes. George told me, "I wish I'd paid attention sooner." His story is common and avoidable. So, what does mindful foot care look like after 70? Inspect daily. Use good lighting or a mirror to check for redness, swelling, or cracks. Wash intentionally. Not a splash under running water, but gentle washing with mild soap. Dry completely. Moisture between toes is the enemy. Take your time. Moisturize wisely. Keep heels and soles soft, but skip between the toes. Choose supportive shoes. Avoid tight pairs. Rotate them to stay dry. Trim nails carefully, straight across to prevent painful ingrowns. It's 10 minutes that can preserve your independence. Healthy feet don't just mean comfort, they mean freedom. Freedom to shop for your groceries, stroll with friends, or walk your dog. Tomorrow, when you slip on your shoes, pause to ask yourself, have I given my feet the care they deserve? The groin, where comfort meets dignity. Now let's turn to a place many of us would rather not talk about: the groin. For some, it feels embarrassing to mention, but ignoring it can be costly. This is where comfort and dignity meet. And when this area isn't cared for, it can quietly chip away at both. The groin is warm, moist, and often tucked into folds of skin. That makes it a perfect place for irritation, fungal infections, or rashes to take root. Add in the reality of aging, reduced mobility, incontinence, or skin that sags and folds, and the risks multiply. I once met Margaret, an 82-year-old grandmother who loved her independence. She noticed a faint odor and a bit of itching, but thought, well, this must just be old age. She said nothing. Weeks later, the discomfort was worse. A nurse confirmed she had a fungal infection caused by trapped moisture. With daily cleaning, careful drying, and a simple zinc cream, she was better within days. Margaret told me, I had no idea how much this was draining my energy. She felt like herself again. Her story is a reminder that the groin is not an optional part of hygiene. Here's what helps. Clean daily. Use warm water and gentle soap. No harsh perfumes. Dry thoroughly. Pat gently. A hairdryer on cool can be a lifesaver. Control moisture. A cornstarch powder or zinc barrier cream prevents irritation. Avoid talc. Wear breathable clothing. Loose cotton underwear beats tight synthetics every time. Change often, especially if you sweat or use absorbent products. This isn't vanity, it's self-respect. Caring for the groin means reducing infections, odors, and discomfort that can keep you from living fully. The next time you freshen up, don't rush past this area. Take a few moments. Those moments are a gift of comfort and confidence to yourself. The navel, the forgotten pocket, and now the smallest, most surprising place, the navel or belly button. It might seem trivial. After all, it's just a scar from the umbilical cord, right? But this little pocket collects lint, dead skin, sweat, and soap residue. Left alone, it becomes a breeding ground for bacteria or yeast, and because it's hidden, problems often go unnoticed until they cause real discomfort. Peter, a 79-year-old retiree, bathed daily and prided himself on good grooming, yet he developed persistent itching and a faint odor around his belly. His daughter noticed it while helping him dress. A doctor diagnosed a yeast infection in his navel, something Peter had never once thought to clean directly. He was shocked. The fix? Intention. Clean gently. During your bath, use a cotton swab or washcloth corner with mild soap. Rinse carefully, remove all soap residue. Dry completely. A tissue, cotton pad, or even a hairdryer on cool works. Check regularly. Watch for redness, odor, or discharge. Adjust for deeper navels. As skin loosens, navels may deepen. In hot weather, clean twice daily. Think of it like a small closet in your home. You don't open it every day, but if you never clean it, clutter builds silently. One day, it's a mess. A few seconds of care daily keeps that little pocket fresh and problem-free. So what do the feet, the groin, and the navel really teach us? That the smallest parts of the body can have the biggest effect on how we age. Strong feet keep us mobile and independent. A cared-for groin protects comfort and dignity. A clean navel prevents irritation and infection. These aren't just hygiene routines. They're reminders that aging well doesn't require miracles or expensive products. It requires small, consistent acts of care. Acts that say, my body is still worth my time. I am still worth the effort. Every morning when you wash, you have the chance to choose respect. Respect for the body that has carried you through joy and hardship, work and play, love and loss. These routines don't just prevent discomfort, they restore confidence. They remind us we are not passive in the aging process. We have agency right down to the tiniest details. I've spoken to many older friends who say these little habits change their days. A neighbor who finally cared for his feet and could walk again without pain. A woman who regained her confidence once she treated groin irritation she thought was just old age. A man who laughed when he realized his mysterious itch was nothing more than a dirty belly button. Their relief wasn't only physical, it was emotional. Each story echoes the same truth. Caring for these small areas helps us feel whole. So I'll ask you now, which of these three areas surprised you the most? Have you ever discovered a small act of care that made a big difference in your comfort? Share your stories in the comments. You never know who might be helped by your words. And if you found this useful, I'd be grateful if you'd like, share, and subscribe. Together, we can keep discovering the quiet, powerful lessons that make life after 70 not just survivable, but meaningful. Full of dignity, independence, and yes, a little bit of daily grace.